How about that Mora, second ending bass? Brand high, pretty good. Okay, you guys are about a 3 on the scale of 5. Either get to 5 or this guy's gonna raise your property taxes. Give me the 5. Yeah, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, non-binary humanoids of all ages and dimensions, visiting guests and dignitaries from afar, the moment you have all been eagerly anticipating has finally arrived. Vasa Radio Hour is on the air. Live from the elegantly restored Paradise Theater in beautiful downtown Mora, Minnesota, and broadcast to the furthest reaches of the galaxy via once unimaginable technological marvels, a program of exceptional integrity, variety, and exquisitely crafted humor, featuring perilous acts of dramatic flair, songs of joy, tales of sorrow, and brief but inspiring glimpse of hope for the future, compassionately brought to you by Welia Health. And now, it is with great pleasure and more than a modicum of glee that we present to you your hospitable host for the evening. Please welcome to the Paradise Proscenium stage a man who rarely veers off grid, never leaves home without waxing his skis, and never says no to a new tattoo, the incomparable, the inimitable, the inexhaustible, the one, the only, Dr. Kawamba!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for that beautiful, unsolicited praise. Thank you so much. You're too kind, entirely too kind. Thank you so, so much. It's great to be back here at the Paradise, and though I must admit I had a bit of trouble finding the place tonight, in fact, I had a bit of trouble making it out of my own driveway. You see, I made a New Year's resolution to go off grid, and this morning, Alexa and Siri got into a heated shrieking match over whose Spotify playlist was going to play first. So I pulled rank and made a crucial administrative decision: no more devices. No more Wi-Fi, no more AI, no more internet. Hallelujah. Can I get a hallelujah? Yes. Well, those days would be over and done for me, a thing of the past, until ding, and then a bing reminded me that I had a dental hygienist appointment in 15 minutes. So going off the grid would have to just wait a minute so that Chelsea could chisel away at the granite thick layer of plaque and bleed out my gums good. You know, yeah, dental hygienists, yeah, they make a fortune and they make you bleed. Then I could go off the grid. Then I could go off the grid. So until then, of course, I needed Google Maps to figure out where in the hell I was, to find my way home. And then Cozy House to adjust the thermostat, and eBay to remind me which of my beautiful items for sale online had garnered bids, which had raised questions, and which had been rejected and returned. So maybe I can't go cold turkey. Maybe I can't go totally off the grid in one fell swoop. But a guy can dream. Can he? Can a guy dream? Yeah, well, he said no. Don't worry, man. You don't have to be married forever. But let me put this in perspective. So let's set those off-grid worries to the side. And we'll take you off the trail tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and off the rails. We may not have snow. We may not have a race. But we still have a show. So, starting us off, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together as only you know how to do. For Mora's rocking mayor, the coolest legislative leader in the history of legislative leadership. Say that 6 times and your gums will bleed. Legislative leadership, legislative leadership. Right here, I'm talking about the Honorable Jake Matheson.
Good evening, Vasa Lopez. How you guys doing? Couldn't hear that. That's better. On my way to Brandon, Manitoba, up from Fergus Falls in Minnesota. Here we go again, think gotta wear my welcome fan. I've always had a last on my mind. Well, there's a little girl in Saskatoon. They say she's got my eyes, they sparkle blue. I was 24 and bored, didn't stick to cut the cord. Guess I had Alaska on my mind. On the outskirts of Moose Jaw, there sits a bar. Take a look, it's where I got this scar. Roberta, she was married and things got pretty hairy. And I only had Alaska on my mind. I took a detour up to Yellowknife, where I like back to backtrack east. I lost myself in golden solitude, in a little body heat. But isolation's desolation left me with conversations hard to find. I cut my soul down to the bone one night. I bled my hands around chopping pine. But I only had Alaska on my mind. town and home I met my wife. They tell me she's the goddess of the northern lights. I'm always thinking of her, I guess that means I love her. But I'll always have Alaska on my mind. Yeah, I'll always have Alaska home. Yeah, I'll always have Alaska home. Yeah, I'll always have Alaska on my mind. Thank you. It's an honor to be back at the Vasa pulpit for, I don't know, 5 years now. We've been doing this show a lot longer than that. Big thanks to Roger and everybody for putting it together. That's when you clap.
Yes, right? Oh, they know that part. And Jake, now how long have you been mayor now? You've been mayor. Are you mayor for life? Have you pulled that off?
Well, you know, as long as they'll have me, I guess. You guys okay with me being mayor?
I think you're a fantastic mayor. Matter of fact, I'm going to talk to you after the show. I think I'd like to get you in the race for president. I'll be honest. We could use a little young blood in that group. Am I right? Am I right? But you do a great job. Do you ever sing about you're really dreaming about Alaska when you're in the office here in Mora? Does that go over well? Do people respond like, "What you thinking about Alaska for, dog?"
Well, I think the first part of that is whether I have an office or not. I don't have an office.
Oh, you're doing it remotely.
I have a house.
Yeah, very good. Well, you're saving a fortune. The taxpayers appreciate that.
That's
You don't
right.
need a White House. You don't need a gray house or a green house.
We're cutting costs at every corner. No office, no phone, no nothing.
Yeah, well, now that marijuana
Wanna
is
get a hold of me,
legalized.
don't even try.
Yeah, right. Yes, they've got your beeper. You got your beeper on the shelf. Anybody know what a beeper is? 3 people are like, I remember a beeper. Oh, yeah, back in the day. So marijuana is legal now, and I understand that they're going to use some of the funds from that to build you a mayor's mansion. So we're excited about that prospect. Now, you write your own stuff too, don't you, Jake?
I do. I just released an album last March. It's been out since last March on all the streaming platforms and everything, and it's gone really well. Sold the first 300 copies of the CD through playing out east and back home here, but we're already hard at work on the second album. So
Fantastic. Well, they can find it on our Facebook page. We'll make sure that we link it there. You guys look this guy up. I love your stuff, man. And I want you to sing at my wedding if my wife and I decide to renew our vows. You're the man.
all right. So if you don't know me, I'm Jake Matheson. You can find me on all the socials. If you want to do me a really big favor, you can like Jake Matheson Music on Facebook, Instagram, AOL Online, Ask Jeeves, whatever you got. So all of them. Stream my music. Of course, I just talked about putting out an album last March with some help from some good friends out east. But what I'm going to do is play something brand new. You guys okay with that?
Yeah.
It's called Schenectady Avenue. This is about living in New York. Dirty old street lights, dirty old power lines. I memorized every cobblestone here. They have been galvanized in my mind. And I've been feeling like a bird on a wire under fire, begging for some borrowed time. I'll stop trying to make it right for you. It'll never be right for me. There's just some things I'll never find. Like the girl I knew on Schenectady Avenue. Like the girl I knew on Schenectady Avenue. You remember all those times on the Broadway line? got no dough, just hopping turnstiles. But what was just me and you in the click and clacking of the queue? We ride for miles and miles. That's the girl I knew on Schenectady Avenue. That's the girl I knew on Schenectady Avenue. I can feel it, girl. I know our hearts are hardened. But I can't take this darkness. When will we be pardoned? I'll pardon you. Come on, pardon me too. Laid awake last night underneath the Brooklyn lights, listening to Tom Waits. Sometimes you just gotta hear an old friend's voice to chase them blues away. Just let that record spin again and again. I thought about the things I'd say to the girl I knew on Schenectady Avenue. To the girl I knew on Schenectady Avenue. To the girl I knew on Schenectady Avenue. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jake Matheson, ladies and gentlemen, the Honorable Jake Matheson. Just beautiful, man. We're going to find you on Spotify, and thanks so much for bringing your beautiful music to the stage here at the Paradise. We sure appreciate it. Great seeing you as always. Oh, and look, it's our Band of Lesser Mortals coming up over there. Oh, better believe it. Incidentally, we all chose to wear plaid because everything goes with plaid, and I'm melting alive just to keep this costume going, huh? Yeah. I'm expecting to lose weight in this show, so join me if you like. If I sweat on you, sorry.
Elixir of love, elixir of love, you gotta get yourself elixir of love. Elixir of love, elixir of love, you gotta get yourself elixir of love.
Oh, yeah.
Our elixir of love contains a carefully balanced mixture of heavy metals suspended in a solution of naturally brackish bog water and the sticky pitch of towering white pines. We blend this solution with a handcrafted base of charred burdock root, pigweed, and wild ginger to produce an elixir so pure, so refined, and so, I dare say, stimulating that you will undoubtedly find it difficult to resist. Just one whiff, and you'll find yourself longing for more.
Elixir of love, elixir of love, you gotta get yourself elixir of love. Elixir of love, elixir of love, you gotta get yourself elixir of love. The year is 1894. The setting is a remote cabin in northern Canebe County. The season is winter. The wind howls. The wind howls louder. There is a knock at the door. There is a gunshot.
Bang!
Then a scream. Come along on a journey of nearly unbearable suspense as we go deeper and deeper and deeper still into the swamp. On our last episode, we learned of a mysterious plague devastating the lumber camps of Canebe County and causing fine citizens such worry and dread that many were seriously contemplating moving even further away from civilization.
The greater metropolitan area is just too crowded.
Oh, I don't know. I miss the city.
And it keeps expanding. Soon we'll be nothing more than a suburb.
Oh, Mary Marie, you exaggerate so.
I am not exaggerating. Look at North Branch. Look at Cambridge.
I'd rather not, thank you.
So, you see my point.
Well, yes, but there are so many things about city life that I miss dearly,
Such as what?
such as ethnic dining options,
We have head cheese.
fine liqueurs,
We have peppermint schnapps.
and world-class entertainment.
We have a radio.
The year is 1894.
We do not yet have a radio. But we have a harmonica.
But I miss the symphony, the opera, the ballet.
I miss the quiet of the wilderness. That is what I miss.
What was that?
That was nature, Eleonora. Something you should learn to appreciate.
It sounded like my fiancé's French bulldog.
You have a fiancé?
With a bulldog. He howls like that.
Your fiancé?
Like a wolf.
Your fiancé howls like a wolf?
No, Libertino.
Who the hell is Libertino?
In the name of James J. Hill, get me back to civilization. Good gracious, what was that?
That was a loud knock on the door, Eleonora.
Who could it be?
I have absolutely no idea. Please identify yourself.
Delivery, ma'am.
From who? Who from?
Perhaps if you didn't end your question with a preposition.
Okay, right. I'll try again. From whom?
Kind sir, please share with us the nature of this delivery.
Do you think he's gone?
I'm not sure what to think.
Shall I open the door?
No, it could be a trap.
Mary Marie, if I didn't know better, I'd say you've become a paranoid recluse.
Recluse. Maybe. Paranoid? Absolutely not. What makes you think I'm paranoid? Who told you that? Where'd you get that idea?
It looks like an ordinary box. I'm going to open that door and see what's in that box.
No, please don't.
Mary Marie, why ever not?
It could be a Trojan horse.
A horse? Oh, Mary Marie, a horse would never fit in that box.
Eleonora, I may be a paranoid recluse, but you, my second cousin, thrice removed, are a nimwit.
Nimwit? Nimwit? Oh, Mary Marie, how could you say such a thing? So hurtful, so hateful, so mean, your own flesh and blood.
Thrice removed.
I'm gonna see for myself just what exactly is in that box.
Eleonora, don't open that door.
It's a baby, Mary Marie.
A baby?
And from the looks of it, freshly born.
Will Eleonora and Mary Marie discover the infant's true origins? Will they be able to survive yet another brutal winter? Will Mary Marie continue her quest to avoid civilization? Will we discover Libertino's true identity? Tune in again next week for the answers to these and other pertinent questions as we go deeper and deeper and deeper still into the swamp.
Tonight, we would like to remind you of one of the most popular features of our program, a feature we like to call radio postcards.
Radio postcards, radio postcards, radio postcards.
It's fast, it's easy, and everyone can play. Here's how it works. You jot down a simple message you would like broadcast as part of our show tonight. It can be sweet, funny, sad, perhaps a message of love, desperation, or maybe just a basic, nice to see you again. That part's up to you. It should have a greeting, Dear John, and a closing, Love Mom. You then deposit your message in the box located right up here at the front of the Paradise stage. We will collect the messages, sort through them at intermission, and read the most intriguing ones live on the air. Please keep in mind that your message is going out over the airwaves and therefore may live forever in the form of YouTube, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, and the much maligned TikTok.
Radio postcards, radio postcards, radio postcards. All right. Well, we're in for an unbelievable treat now, ladies and gentlemen. I want to welcome to the stage the incomparably beautiful and lovely singing. I'm talking about, of course, Tawny Van Fleet. Tawny, welcome to the Paradise stage. And you've got a ukulele, I see, which I love the ukulele, It's a gift of my own country, We made those in Ireland because we couldn't afford to make a likely big-sized guitar. So we made these tiny little ukuleles. You look gorgeous. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Thanks for making winter not happen this year. She has magical powers, if you didn't know. It comes with the ukulele. It's just beautiful. And so are you. Great to hear you. You're going to sing some stuff for us tonight. How many songs you got? 27. That's what we talked about on the call.
Right. 2.
2. Okay, well, I'm used to being short-shrifted. So 2 will do, but we may ask for more. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together in that enormous Mora way so that everybody in Kennebec County goes, what the hell's happening at the Paradise? It sounds like it's going to collapse. Tawny Van Fleet!
So I'm going to be singing 2 songs. And when I think of off-grid, I think of nature and simplicity. So the first song is Mother Nature's Son by the Beatles. And the second song is a debut of an original. It's called Simpler Times. And it's about things from my childhood versus the technology of today.
Just beautiful. Now, you got a CD coming out. Tell us a little bit about what got you inspired to make a CD and how we can find it.
Well, I have a few with me tonight, if anyone's interested. I have wrote a few songs, so I wanted to record them, and a few songs my son joined me on the CD, so that was fun. And it was recorded by John Gorham, who is part of the Duo Sonic.
Oh, very cool. So
Yeah.
kind of a community effort of sorts.
Right, yeah.
And it's been out for how long now? It is released now, right?
Yeah, it came out in August.
Cool. So a summer
So-
release, and summer stayed on into the winter this year for it, which is
Right,
kind of cool.
right.
And it'll be available for sale in the lobby here, you say, as well?
Sure.
Cool. Well, we love it. And this is an original now you're
Yes,
going to do
this
for
is
us.
the debut. I wrote it for tonight, so.
Sweet. All right. It's a debut, ladies and gentlemen.
looking for Jupiter and Mars. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tawny. That was beautiful, and congratulations on the new CD and partnering with your son. What a treasure, what a treasure.
And now, fine folks of Kanabec County, it's time for Vasa Radio Hour's newest and most cognitively challenging segment, Local History Trivia.
Local history, local history, local history trivia. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a new game, and this game is so cool. The way we're going to do this, the way we're going to play this, is that we need 3 volunteers from the studio audience, okay? 3 volunteers. There's no danger in coming up here. I don't bite people usually. 3 volunteers to serve as contestants. We'll count them out. 1, 2, 3, all right? If you know anything about local history, wave your hand in the air, enthusiastically, way up high, like this if you know anything about history. Do you know anything about history? All right?
You have to
Who
raise
wants
it
to play?
higher. We're utilizing a new app called Biometrica. It scanned everyone's eye as they came through the door of the Paradise tonight, and we're trying to match that with a raised hand. Okay, we got one name up. Barb Seaton. Barb Seaton, come on down.
Identified by the retinal cortex analysis tool that Roger developed in his basement. Nothing weird about that. She's making her way up. Be careful if you injure yourself. Remember, you are insured by Welia Healthcare.
Next up, we have Dean Anderson. Is there a Dean Anderson in the house?
Oh, Dean. Oh, there he is right there. Strapping
Says-
buck. Here he comes. Dean Anderson, ladies and gentlemen. Identified by his retina. And what a pair of beautiful retinas you have, sir.
And the final contestant for tonight's premiere showing of local history trivia, we have Kay Edberg. Is Kay Edberg in the house?
Right this way. All right.
All right, so Barb is contestant number 1, Dean contestant number 2, and Kay contestant number 3. All right? And now, please welcome to the Paradise stage the Vasa Radio Hour's historian in residence, a man who grew up right here in Mora and became so fascinated with local history that he wrote a book about it. An attorney now practicing in Duluth, Mr. Paul Kilgore.
Attorney Kilgore, how are you? Good to see you, sir. Welcome. Thank you so much. You're incredibly knowledgeable about history. How did you acquire an interest in history early on in your life?
You know, you live long enough, you just seep it in.
Right. So pretty much you know the history of your life. How far back do you go?
We go back to the start of Mora, 1882.
Wow, 1882. That's a long time ago. I was 7 years old in 1882. And do you teach history? What are your academic credentials relative to history? Are you just a buff that's also an attorney?
Yeah, the latter, just a buff, also an attorney.
Well, I have power of attorney for 30% of the city of Mora. And while it's not an attorney degree in particular terms, it's kind of useful, especially when it comes to cashing out CDs. But thank you so much for being here to run this contest. And I'm going to say hello to our contestants over here. Good evening and welcome. My name is Dr. Kwamba. How are you? And tell us a little bit about yourself.
What do you want to know?
Well, there is an attorney here, so keep it clean is all I would suggest. I'm in the witness protection program, so I can't give too many details about my background. However, what do you do here in Mora?
I was a teacher here in Mora for many years. I'm retired now.
Excellent. Congratulations. And what subject did you teach?
Well, I taught everything.
Wow, so it's like a Laura Ingalls Wilder kind of one classroom, you teaching it all, history, math, the whole nine.
Well, it was in elementary school.
It wasn't elementary, it was high school?
Oh, no, you wouldn't want me at the high school.
You're the one kind of giving them six packs and saying, don't tell your mom. Just kidding, you didn't ever do that, and you wouldn't do that. So you're retired now, how's retirement treating you?
Real good.
Well, it goes well with you. You look fantastic, I must say, and it's so thrilling that you're here and going to participate in this, and I hope you're ready. He's got tough questions, I'm sure, but you'll do great, because you're a teacher, and you know nearly everything. She does. Hello, sir. How are you? My name is Dr. Kwama. Good to see you. Please announce yourself and where you're from, and if you have anybody here that owes you money.
My name's Dean Anderson, and yes, several people here owe me money. I will be collecting later.
Excellent. We know people, and he also he created the Anderson Windows clan. You may know some of your windows might be his. So if they don't close correctly, talk to him after the show. So glad you're here, and you're a good history buff too.
No.
Oh wow! Well, this is going to be a terribly embarrassing event for you. So hopefully you'll forget it, and if you can't, maybe they'll use that little device that was in Men in Black and kind of flash it, so you'll have no idea what happened. That works for me too. And you, ma'am, how are you? What is your name, and what do you do for a living? And how can I ever forgive myself for not having introduced you first?
My name is Kay Edberg. I'm also a teacher.
You're a teacher as well. We have lots of teachers here. And what subjects did you teach? Or do you teach?
I teach Spanish.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Bien, gracias.
Gracias. De nada, de nada. ¿Cuántos años tiene usted? It's rude to ask a woman how old she is. I only learned that in the one Spanish class that I took. Do the kids like learning Spanish? Do they like learning new languages? Are their minds like sponges?
Absolutely.
Wow, that's great. You must be teaching the little ones before they get jaded. Is it easier to learn a language as an infant or a toddler than it is as a teenager? Just be honest.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So if you have a child, a toddler, get them into a Spanish class now. It'll be much easier. Thank you so much, and you're going to do great because you're a teacher. You're apparently invented Windows, and you're a retired teacher. All right, sir. Give them hell, doctor. I mean, attorney, counselor.
Let the fun begin. Mr. Kilgore, first question, please.
The first question. Myron Kent was the founder of Mora. At what hour of the day did Mr. Kent, the founder of Mora, marry his fiancée, Julia Laird? A, at dawn. B, at high noon. C, at the stroke of midnight.
Contestant number 1, Barb Seaton, your answer, please.
Stroke of midnight.
Contestant number 2, Dean Anderson.
Can I pick the same answer?
And contestant number 3, Kay Edberg.
I'm going to go with high noon. Weddings take a long time to prepare.
Nice analysis.
Mr. Kilgore, the correct answer, please.
2 out of 3 of our contestants got it right. The stroke of midnight.
Do you want to tell us a little bit, Mr. Kilgore, about our beloved founder, Myron Kent, and why it's important to know when he got married?
Myron Kent, a man of many names, even Myron Kent wasn't his birth name, got married at the stroke of midnight of 1882, the year Mora was founded. Part of it was because his fiance's daughter, the parents of the fiancé forbid her for being married in 1882. So as soon as the clock hit midnight, they were married.
Thank you, sir. And now, question number 2.
One of Mora's first businesses was a sawmill behind what is now Riverside Street on the southwest side of Mora. The operator was Stephen Tallman, and the mill promptly fell into foreclosure. The banker came to town for a meeting with Tallman, and to begin the meeting, he drew something on a sheet of paper. What did he draw a picture of? A new mortgage for the property. B, a picture of the bankruptcy court in St. Paul. C, a picture of the interior of the Stillwater prison.
All right, we're going to mix it up a little bit. We'll start with contestant 2. Your answer, please.
The prison.
Contestant number 3, your answer, please.
The prison.
And contestant number 1, your answer, please.
I'm going with the prison too.
All right. Mr. Kilgore, the correct answer.
The correct answer is C. They were all right. It was a picture of the interior of the Stillwater prison. And it worked because the bank received Mr. Tallman's homestead as substitute collateral.
All right. We're on a roll here. Question number 3, please.
Question number 3. In frontier towns, the morality of the citizens was often a matter of concern. In 1882, the Rush City Post had this to say about one of the towns in east central Minnesota, quote, "Blank may be a moral town in every respect, but it is a fact that new babies outnumber marriages 2-1. What town was the Rush City Post referring to? A, Mora, B, Pine City, C, Hinckley.
We'll start with contestant number 3 on this one.
I'm going to go with Mora.
Kay says Mora. We'll go with next contestant number 1.
Well, I think it's Mora too.
Another vote for Mora. And contestant number 2, please.
Pine City.
Pine City is the sin town. Mr. Kilgore, correct answer.
The answer is Pine City.
He called it.
Which gave rise to the saying, what happens in Pine City stays in Pine City.
Question number 4, please.
Electricity was first brought to Mora in 1898 by John Morrison, who created an electric plant and wired the Great Northern Hotel, which he owned. What did Morrison do before coming to America? A, he explored the Congo River in Africa. B, he was a German soldier in the Prussian War of 1870. C, he was a whaler and Arctic explorer.
This is a tough one. Contestant number 1, your answer, please.
I can't remember them, but I think I'm going to say B.
B, he was a German soldier in the Prussian War of 1870. Contestant number 2, please.
Everyone knows he was a whaler.
C, he was a whaler. And Kay Edberg, your answer, please.
I'm going to go with whaler as well.
C, he was a whaler. Mr. Kilgore, are they right?
They are right. He was a whaler. He made his fortune as a whaler and then spent it all as an Arctic explorer, ending up in St. Paul, running a hotel when Mora lawyer J.C. Pope was down there and convinced him to move to Mora and buy the Great Northern Hotel.
Wow, fascinating. Question number 5, please.
What is believed to be the largest log jam in U.S. history occurred at Taylor's Falls in 1886, caused in part by logs sent down the Snake River from Kanabec County. The log jam blocked a 3/4-mile stretch of the St. Croix River for over 3 weeks. Sightseers came in droves, including many from Mora. The Taylor's Falls newspaper reported on a party of entrepreneurs taking the train from Stillwater up to Taylor's Falls. What were these entrepreneurs hoping to sell? A, periscopes to get a better look at the log jam. B, cameras to photograph the log jam. C, themselves.
Okay then. Contestant number 2, you're a photographer. What do you think?
Periscopes.
What was it, sorry?
Periscopes.
Periscopes. Hey, okay. Contestant number 3, please.
Cameras.
Cameras. And Ms. Seaton, what do you think is the correct?
Read the answers again.
Periscopes,
Periscope?
cameras, themselves.
I'll go with themselves.
Themselves. All right. Mr. Kilgore, the correct answer?
These entrepreneurs were young women practicing the world's oldest profession.
Attorneys?
The Taylor's Falls Journal reported, quote, "The modesty of our reporter was shocked to see the women rearranging their garters as they got off the train."
Choo choo.
So was I right?
Yes.
Hey, I was right!
Mr. Kilgore, final question, please.
In March of 1956, Eleanor Roosevelt visited Mora's Sportsman's Cafe for a meal. At what time of day was her visit? A, 11:30 a.m., B, 7:30 p.m., C, 1:15 a.m.
This is a tough one. Contestant number 3, you have the first shot at this one.
1:15 a.m.
That's C, 1:15. All right. Contestant number 2, please.
1:15.
Another 115. And contestant number 1.
What was the other time? 11 something, wasn't it?
11:30 a.m.
11:38.
or 7:30 p.m. or 1:15 a.m.
The 11 one.
11:30 all right. Mr. Kilgore, please enlighten us.
1:15 a.m.
Ooh, 1:15 a.m. So both contestant 2
I
and
didn't think it was open that late.
contestant number 3 got it correct. All right. A final tabulation will be conducted by the auditing firm of Quiver, and Quake, as Elaine joyfully describes for you the prizes for tonight's game, and Amy shows you those prizes.
The second runner-up in tonight's game will receive an autographed limited edition vinyl pressing of Gaucho Gear's greatest hits. First runner-up receives a historical Vasilopant medallion recently unearthed along the shores of Dead Cow Lake. A treasure sure to be cherished enough to become a family heirloom. And the final grand prize for tonight's contest, a personally inscribed first edition copy of Paul Kilgore's A Window into the Attic.
Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Amy, Dr. Kwamba, Mr. Kilgore. It is with great honor and privilege that I announce to you the winners of the initial installment of Local History Trivia. Local history, local history, local history trivia. The second runner-up in tonight's game is Barb Seaton.
Oh, wow.
Way to go, Barb.
Oh, thank you very much.
The
We were
first
not-
runner-up,
We were not prompted, by the way.
the first runner-up is Kay Edberg. And the grand champion, Mr. Dean Anderson. Thank you, contestants.
You may collect your prize later.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the initial round of Local History Trivia.
Local history, local history, local history trivia. All right, let's give it up for our contestants, ladies and gentlemen, and our historian in residence, Mr. Paul Kilgore. Local history, local history, local history trivia. Yes, I wrote that jingle, and I get $58 every time we sing it. Local history, local history, local history trivia. Thank you. You guys were fantastic. Be careful going down the stairs. Remember, if something bad happens to you here, you were in St. Paul at the theater there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, these guys were fantastic. Mr. Anderson, as if he didn't have enough money for all them windows he puts into everybody's house, now he got an amazing prize here tonight. We appreciate our contestants. Enjoy your retirement, the one teacher that's retired and the one that isn't yet. You'll get there, baby. You'll get there. Hola, ¿cómo está? All right, you might know our next guests as founding members of Mora's seminal rock band, The Groove, who played a great gig last night up at the Crystal. The Crystal. But tonight, you're in for a rare treat. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Duo Sonic. I will help you. Come, I will help you. The man. Okay, great. All right, look at these guys, man. These are the hardest working men in show business. I'll tell you what, and you're going to help us out too. This gentleman here, he has the bubonic plague, ladies and gentlemen. He is sick as a dog. So, me and Matt are going to fill in on a song or so to kind of back up. But you guys are fantastic, and you've been gigging all week. How are you doing? You guys are great. I've seen you at the Crystal many times. What do you love about performing in Mora?
Well, it's our hometown. I'm, born and raised, and it's just always nice to have a hometown crowd to watch you play.
Do you love these guys or what, huh? Oh, yeah. And you're a real trooper. How you feeling, man? You holding up?
I'm feeling pretty good, except for my voice.
Wow, you sound like Barry White. I love you, baby. Every time I see you, I just know.
He's got one song in him, though. He's got one song in him, though.
Old Man River.
We could try that one.
Okay, absolutely. All right, let's
we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll set these mics up in front of you because it's a huge theater, and these guys applaud so loudly that even Taylor Swift goes, "Man, this is a loud applauding crowd." Here we go. We'll sink that right in here. And I'm excited to join you in singing. Matt and I are going to backfill a little bit. I haven't sung in 73 years, and I don't get any credit for the jingle that I wrote, and I don't get any credit for this singing. However, I apologize for those of you who are about to hear what you're about to hear from my side of the stage.
This is a 5-minute worked on harmony. We didn't know we were going to do.
Yeah, it's theater, baby, happening live. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hey, no, you guys, hey.
Love the assist.
Happy to do it. You guys are the Simon and Garfunkel of my heart.
Only we're doing Everly Brothers.
Yeah, they all blend into my mind.
All right?
Give me my
here we
note.
go.
Yeah.
Dream, 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 when I want you in my arms, when I want you, and all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream. When I feel blue in the night and I need you to hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream.
I've realized a dream by now. I'm in duosonic for the night. Are we triosonic now?
It was quadrasonic.
Quadrasonic. Thank you,
Thanks
Matt.
for having us.
And thank you for hanging out in the airport to do that, brother.
What are you
Appreciate
guys
it.
doing next weekend?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll be up here in a minute, man. I got a helicopter.
All right. Let's try one more.
One more. Excuse me.
Our take on Johnny Cash.
All right.
I hear that train coming. Oh, that's right. Perfect for you now, man. You Johnny Cash all day long, brother.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Found my one desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning
child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. It burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. It burned. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of a love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I'm for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Thank you very much.
Thank you ever so much, gentlemen. Duo Sonic, ladies and gentlemen, you guys are studs. Awesome. Thanks for doing this tonight. We'll see you. Say, oh, what's it again?
Mora Music in the Park this summer. The Groove will be playing.
Oh, sweet. So all summer, like any particular nights, or do they mix it up?
You know, you got me pinned down, and I don't remember exactly the date, but
Well, it'll be on.
it'll be online. You can look it up at the City of Mora site. But yeah,
Absolutely. Well, be sure and check them out this summer. It'll be about as warm as it is now, maybe. Thanks a lot, guys. We sure appreciate it. Very cool. Such a talented bunch of guys and the founding members of the Groove. I know you guys love the Groove. I've seen them rock out a couple of times. It's just amazing. But I'm getting pretty thirsty and could eat some popcorn. I think I'm going to get some popcorn in the lobby and maybe a bottle of vodka and a straw. And we'll see if we can't maybe have a little intermission here. What do you think, Roger?
Sounds good to me. The first portion of the Vasa Radio Hour has been brought to you by Welia Health. Thank you for tuning in. We will return shortly. Just a reminder, we will be collecting the cards from the radio postcards. So right up here at the front of the stage, if you'd like to send out a message over the interweb, please come fill one out and we'll look through them during intermission and we'll pick out the select few that we'll get read on the air.
We have absolutely fabulous. And please do phonetic spellings if the name is complicated.
Yeah. Would Gaucho Gare please report to the front of the stage? Gaucho Gare, you haven't checked in yet, and we've got you starting off the second half of the show, so I hope you come down and let us know you're here. Gaucho Gare to the stage, please.
Okay, Grant, so them and Aja are streaming it on YouTube. Linnea. Grant and Aja are streaming it on YouTube. Hi there, I got your message, but we were in your. I'm glad you came. Yeah. Maybe shut the lights off.
Yeah, you can get set up now if you want. However you want to do it. You can sit out there the whole time while we're doing. It only takes a few minutes the first part, or you can come out however you want to do it.
Okay, sounds good.
Roger, we done with these chairs?
No, Megan's going to use one.
Okay, should I take one away?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I don't know, should I adjust this myself even? I didn't want to.
Yeah, we can get John to
Okay.
help you.
Just. And then this one, you kind of had it off to the side, I think, for the guitar. Maybe right there. Right about there? Okay. Okay, that'll probably be good.
Yeah, don't look for us, I know social stuff. But, and I think I'm gonna. We went to the cities, got recently, her computer has been, we bought her a really cheap computer for college, like $180. It's lasted okay, but it's been having a lot of problems. And they use as an iPad. And all the kids they're gonna get it for graduation. And I said, well, let's just say it's birthday graduation.
Last call for radio postcards. Last call for radio postcards.
Now they're playing games. Now both my little ones, I got them the Kindle Fire. The cases, and they both. I told Rachel I'd get one. It's funny, I got one for Anna. And I think actually Rachel and Alex have really figured out what they can do with it. So they're like, so they were like, no, our iPad's so much better. I'm like, they're expensive. Well, so I offered Andy one because I bought one. Like, no, we don't use ours. Well, then Anna was home at Christmas and she's like, one of those. I bought you one. Like, somewhere you're not supposed to make this stuff. Like, your parents just never figured it out. They like an iPad. I'm like you imagine one iPad for your whole family, and it's expensive.
The second act will begin in 5 minutes.
Last call was a while ago.
I'm sorry. I'm cheating. Of course. Hey, hi, Robs.
Oh, yeah, it'll pick it up. Oh, yeah, for sure.
How are we doing time-wise?
What's that?
How are we doing time? Good, okay.
Tell him to take him back.
Your lyrics, sir. Rock this out.
making me actually see people. How dare he?
Okay, when we started doing this 10 years ago, I don't think we all wore glasses.
Loyal audience members, brave enough to return for the second half of tonight's program brought to you by Welia Health, please put your hands together. Vasa Radio Hour is on the air. And once again, please welcome back to Mora, Minnesota, the majestic, the marvelous, the master of all things ceremonious, that hullabalooing, hula hoopin', blueberry soupin', Dr. Kawamba.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All of this unsolicited praise, it's just amazing. You're too kind. Thank you very, very much. Now, at this point in the program, we would like to acknowledge and give thanks to some of our lesser sponsors. As you know so well by now, Welia Health graciously serves as our premier sponsor of the Vasa. Welia, yes, I've been drinking. Welia? Welia. Yes, I need to go in there and get my cognitive skills assessed. Welia Health graciously serves as the premier sponsor of the Vasa Radio Hour. Over $610 million they provide for us to do this show. And just so very grateful. They get most of it out of the insurance company, but that's fine. What? That's okay.
No wonder my bill is so high.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's go to Canada, baby, you and me right now. I'm going to get all them surgeries I've been dreaming about. All right, we're very grateful to them, and we remain eternally grateful. Now, however, we do get a little extra help along the way from the following lesser sponsors.
Andover Antler Rendering Service, grinding your horn since 1988.
Peterson Purse Puck Freezers, creators of the perfect purse-sized refrigeration unit for hockey moms on the go.
Baroon Spay and Neuter. We chop, snip, and tie in half the time at half the cost. No appointments necessary. Walk-ins welcome.
Matamidi Used Mattress Depot, featuring top brands such as Sealy, Sims, and Slumberland. Some may be slightly damaged, but most of them aren't even that wet.
Western Wisconsin wildfowl wranglers. When mallards come flying down your chimney, we'll get the duck out.
Hamster Lake Hamster Cooperative will get you off the electric grid before you can say, eek, a furry little rodent. Qualifying customers must have enough land for a 100-foot diameter hamster wheel and enough leafy greens to feed several thousand hungry hamsters 3 times a day.
Bram Blade and Body Lube, making every cut count.
We know you can't. Brutally honest and reality-confronting counseling services for the totally inept. Our motto is, stop crying, stop trying.
Henriette Decorative Landscaping and Junk Removal, because you can fool some of the people some of the time, but junk is junk until we haul it away.
Jerry's Jerky Shredders, now offering hand-pulled turkey and beef in teriyaki, Cajun, and spicy taco flavor options. While remaining true to their motto, we handle your meat with pride.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, the Facebook friend paring down service, when you just don't know who to let go.
Noah Community College, now offering Arc Building 101. Qualifying students must be able to take instructions without questioning and convert cubits to feet without using a calculator. This is a double occupancy course. Students must register in pairs.
And finally, Foley Fluff and Blow, a full-service snow grooming company, bringing hair salon artistry to ski trails everywhere. When it snows, we blow.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the Vasa Radio Hour lesser sponsors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Moraites of all ages. Next up, a newcomer to the Vasa Radio Hour. We are proud to say that we discovered her off-grid. Yes, she was playing the bars in VFW halls of Aiken County. Please welcome the incomparable, the beautifully dulcet-toned Megan Eustace.
I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. Well, I raised a lot of Cain back in my younger days. Well, my mama used to pray those crops would fail. Now I'm a lonesome fugitive with just 2 ways: outrun the law or spend my life in jail. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be rolling stone. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. I'd like to take you with me, but I can't afford that luxury of having the one I love come along. Lord, you'd only slow me down, and they'll catch up with me. For he who travels fastest goes alone. I'd like to settle down, but they won't let me. A fugitive must be a rolling stone. Down every road, there's always one more city. I'm on the run, the highway is my home. Lord, I'm on the run, the highway is my home.
Awesome. That's so cool. Well, Megan, what are some of your influences musically, would you say? What musicians kind of made you think, I like this stuff?
I mean, all the stuff I grew up listening to, my parents' stuff, so like Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah.
Merle Haggard.
Oh, yeah.
Hence the song, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
And you play around town. What, you got some gigs coming up that you could tell us about, or?
I'm super off-grid, actually, so.
Okay, so under the radar, as they say. Very cool.
I have some friends up north who invite me to play with them once in a while, so if I get the nod, then I play. That's where I'm at. So.
Okay, well, I bet you get lots of nods. We love your stuff. It's great. Very
Thank
cool.
you.
And do you write any of your own music, or do you like covers? I mean, what's your jam?
I love covers. I love playing songs people sing along to. I'd love to write my own stuff, though.
Cool. Well, you got the voice for it and the talent, and I'm sure you'll do it when you want to do it. And we're so glad you're here. And you got another song for us. What's your next song?
Spanish Pipe Dream, John Prine.
Oh, John Prine, I love him. And you know, when I heard you first sing, you know Irish Dement? You listen to Irish Dement ever?
In spite of ourselves. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
What you're thinking?
I love that song.
Should we duet on it next year?
Oh, let's do it. I'll work up to it. Absolutely. Count me in. I'll do that all day long. Great. Well, thank you so much, and have at it.
All right.
Yeah. Mine's super loud. What the heck?
Is this better?
Do it. Say 5 things, like 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
A little louder. You know, you got to keep her happy. She's the one that throws 20s on the stage.
She was a level-headed dancer on the road to alcohol, and I was just a soldier on my way to Montreal. Well, she pressed her chest against me about the time the jukebox broke. She gave me a peck on the back of the neck. These are the words she spoke. Blow up your TV, throw away your paper, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus all on your own. Well, I sat there at the table and I acted real naive. I knew this topless lady had something up her sleeve. She danced around the barroom and she did the hoochie coo. She sang her song all night long, telling me what to do. Blow up your TV, throw away your paper, move to the country, build you a home, plant a little garden, eat a lot of peaches, try and find Jesus all on your own. Well, I was young and hungry and just about to leave that place. Just as I was leaving, she looked me in the face. I said, you must know the answer. She said, no, but I'll give it a try. And to this very day, we've been living our way. Here is the reason why. We blew up our TV, we threw away our paper, went to the country, built us a home, had a lot of children, fed them on peaches. They all found Jesus all on their own.
Megan Eustace, ladies and gentlemen, that was fantastic. Thank you so much. John Prine would have loved you. That was just great. Thank you so much for gracing this stage. I cried the day John Prine died. Yeah, I bet you did, Megan. You're an inspiration. That's great. Next year, let's do it. I'd love to do that. I'll even try to learn the words or something. Megan Eustace, ladies and gentlemen, thanks again. Outstanding.
Rub, rubber, rhubarb, rhubarb, rub.
Rub, rubber, rhubarb, rhubarb, rub. Rub a dub dub, slippy slappy tippy tub. Rub, rubber, rhubarb, rhubarb, rub.
Unable to ski the big race, lack of snow got you feeling down in the dumps? Have we got the rub for you? Dr. Kwamba's rheumatoid rhubarb rub, concocted from the fermented juices of only the finest, firmest, locally sourced stocks. Our rheumatoid rhubarb rub is 100% guaranteed to alleviate your pain, repair your shattered nerves, restore your generally pleasant disposition, and leave you feeling surprisingly refreshed and rejuvenated. In addition, Dr. Kwamba's rheumatoid rhubarb rub can also be used as a jungle-strength insect repellent, a surprisingly effective nail polish remover, and an all-natural marinade for grilling your favorite cuts of wild game, whether it be venison, rabbit, or gray squirrel. That's Dr. Kwamba's rheumatoid rhubarb rub, available exclusively at fine feed stores and vape shops everywhere.
Rub, rub, a rhubarb, a rhubarb, rub. Rub, rub, a rhubarb, a rhubarb, rub. Rub a dub, dub, slippy, slappy, sippy, tub. Rub, rub, a rhubarb, a rhubarb, rub.
I've got 2 quarts of it smeared on my inner thighs down to my knees right now. It's amazing as an ointment. And look at the energy I've had. I haven't slept in 4 days in excitement for this show. And I credit Rhubarb Rub. Oh, Linda.
Oh, yes.
How you doing over there, Linda? You're my favorite brass player in the history of brass players. Your embouchure just makes me melt, I'll be serious. If you don't know what embouchure is, Google it later. It's a great word. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but Linda's got it. So, Linda, we'd love to hear a little something from the brass section of the Mora Second Ending Brass Group. What do you have for us tonight?
Well, first I have an announcement. We have no recordings. We have never recorded. We are not on Facebook, TikTok, Spotify, or Apple Music, but we play when we're asked.
Yeah. And you get asked a lot because you're great, and you're off the grid. That's what I'm dreaming about.
Off the grid. And I also want to say Laura Harmon on tuba, Bruce Hoskins, who's going to be featured on our next piece, Blue Moon, Linnea Hoskins, Richard Schultz, Kurt Robertson, Justin Humphrey, and myself, Linda Parson. And we've been together, not all of us at the same time, because some of us are older than others. But this is going on about 35 years that we've had our brass group.
Oh, man. Well, whatever you're doing, don't change a thing. We love it. Thank you, Linda.
Ready, guys? 1, 2, 3.
Wow, that was fantastic. I want those guys to play at my wedding when I renew my vows. I want you to come down for that, and I promise we won't record it or put it up on Facebook. That was great. Thanks, Linda, and the Mora Second Ending Brass Group. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the lesser mortals are up again.
It's time once again for Radio Postcards.
Radio postcards, radio postcards, radio postcards. Want to do it again? 2, 3, 4. Radio postcards, radio postcards, radio postcards. I love that song. Thanks for helping us. Radio postcards, ladies and gentlemen. It's time once again for radio postcards.
Dr. Kwame, I believe you have some you're going to read for us?
I do, and they're actually right here, and most of them are legible. Thank you for writing clearly. I've got a few. They were all so good, I'm going to try to get through all of them quickly. So if I mispronounce a name, please feel free to throw something at me. Everybody else does. Dr. Kwamba, the Sportsman Cafe, is in search of me? After the hit-and-run incident, they found my fanny pack. Okay, yeah. All right. I had a little too much rhubarb rub on my inner thighs, as I mentioned, and I inadvertently hit the gas when I was in forward still. So yeah, sorry, we'll figure it out. We'll figure out your window. Sorry about that. Thanks a lot for embarrassing me in public. Appreciate it. Sportsman Cafe, way to be a good sport. All right, want to wish a happy birthday to Lil Lucy. Happy birthday, Lil Lucy. Dear Dr. Kwamba, I ordered some essential oils from you a couple of years ago. Oh, okay, cool. I have been working with a team of dermatologists from Mayo to get my rash under control. Ooh. Could you please send me a list of ingredients to essentially hippie@gmail.com. Okay, thanks, Itchy. All right, Itchy, I'll get you a list of the ingredients and you can have at it yourself. There is, of course, a patent involved, so there'll be a check expected and an invoice attached to the list of ingredients. Dear Mayor, what is it that is the purpose of a mayor? Sincerely, Tag. All right,
question.
well, perhaps one of the teachers here could teach you lessons in civics, which is how government works, and they'll explain to you what the mayor does. Thank you, Tag. Dr. Kwamba, I so look forward to skiing with my dog on the Vasa Trail, then sitting in the sauna after. It ended prematurely. Thank you for reminding me with the palm trees on stage. Yours truly disappointed. Yes, we're all disappointed about the Vasa being canceled. We tried, but we can't control the weather, although I have an idea for that. Dear Mike, strike the mic louder. Thanks. I think that might have been from this lady over here, wanted the mic louder. So your mission has been accomplished, ma'am. You have definitely gotten the mics louder. Good job, way to go. To my dear sister May, sorry you couldn't be here this year. Everyone looks older. Better than the alternative. The snow is perfect for roller skiing. I hope you're doing well. I missed you, your favorite sibling, Jacob. All right, Jacob, good shout out to your sister May. Dear John, your cat Fluffy got Your cat Fluffy got too slow to catch mice. I know how much you liked that cat, so the next time you want to take it for a walk, put on the new snowshoes that Mr. Wienherb, our taxidermist, restrung for you. Love, Mom. Tales from the Macabre. Jag Erdlitzen. This is a nightmare, frankly, for me. Internagraskilop, ja, likik vaselop aljefal. Och, det her et verten. Radio postcards. Pa svenska. Man, you need Google Translate for some of this stuff. We missed you, Jack. Happy birthday. Oh, we do miss you, Jack. Shout out for Jack Niebor, ladies and gentlemen. He'd have been here with bells on, and he'd have bought a lot of popcorn. Dear Gaucho Gare, please report to the front of the stage. Thank you. Yeah, Gaucho, what in the hell? Come on, man. Good Lord. What is this guy's problem this year? Mora community members are invited to see the musical The Little Mermaid at the new Mora High School on March 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. sage advice. Please give a shout out to the 2024 seniors of the Mora cross country ski team. We'll do that right now. Just how fortunate. I mean, and all these names are here, and I'm going to screw up some of them, and I'm going to get letters. Taya Anderson, Annalise Moe, Ben Mulford, Ted Anderson, Owen Zoska, Zoka, thank you, Alex Williams, and Tanner Barry. Also, good luck to Owen, Ben, Alex, and Ted as they compete in the skate ski meet next week at Giants Ridge. Good luck. Do well. Congratulations to the cross-country ski team. Please give a Vasa Lopet warm welcome to Virla Vrolic. Got to give a pronunciation guide. We might put that before the word. Virla Vrolik, who traveled all the way from the Netherlands to see the world-renowned Vasa Radio Hour. Oh, that's so sweet. Wow. Virla has been feverishly frolicking and forging friendships in Mora while staying with the fine family, Scott and Carolyn Moe. Welcome, Virla. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome and bienvenue. Welcome. I must be a horrible disappointed to come all the way from the Netherlands to see this sweaty idiot. So, sorry. Oh, wow, this one's a big one. Oh, these are the lyrics to the song that I screwed up earlier. That's it for the radio postcards, ladies and gentlemen. 2, 3, 4. Radio postcards, radio postcards, radio postcards. Ta-da!
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to present the return of a long-time crowd favorite, an exciting, audience interactive portion of our program we call Should I Stay or Should I Go? Tell us all about it, Dr. Kwamba.
Oh, you bet I will. Gladly. Should I stay or should I go is really quite simple. Everybody can play. We have invited our very own emergency medical consultant, Dr. Terry Johnson, to provide expert testimony based on his years of experience as a family physician and an emergency room specialist. Though Dr. Johnson has officially retired. What? Seriously? Retired? Man. Wow. Wow.
I was retired last year when I did the show.
Wow, you know, we need medical attention, and you're out walking dogs and stuff? Ew. Oh, playing pickleball. Well, we'll see you in the ER after pickleball. You're going to blow out your hamstring if you're not careful. I don't mean to give you a hard time. It's great that you're retired. I'll be at Walmart saying, would you like a basket? Now, though Dr. Johnson has officially retired and now spends his days walking the dog and screaming at the TV, he has graciously consented to help us out here tonight. Now, we must remind you that the opinions expressed by Dr. Johnson are solely for the purposes of entertainment, kind of like it was when you were in his office. No, that was legit. That was not. And should not in any way be construed as medical advice. And incidentally, he's got a really bad cold, and he's wearing a mask that he saved since COVID. He just keeps washing it. It can't be sanitary, but hey, it's cost effective. Jacinda, would you be so kind as to run us through the medical disclaimer?
Certainly, Dr. Kwamba. The information on this program is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. All content, including text, graphics, images, and information contained in or available through this program is for entertainment purposes only. Vasa Radio Hour, Welia Health, and Dr. Terry Johnson make no representation and assume no responsibility for the accuracy of information contained in or available through this program, and such information is subject to change without notice. You are encouraged to confirm any information obtained from or through this program with other sources and review all information regarding any medical condition or treatment with your physician. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay seeking medical treatment because of something you have heard or accessed through this show. And finally, Vasa Radio Hour and Welia Health and Dr. Terry Johnson are not responsible nor liable for any advice, course of treatment, diagnosis, or any other information, services, or products that you obtain through this show.
Thanks, Jacinda. That was quite a mouthful.
My pleasure, Dr. Kwamba.
Alrighty then, enough with the disclaimers. It feels like a Ozempic commercial. All right, here we go. We will present Dr. Johnson with an actual medical condition gathered by our research staff earlier today. Your task, ladies and gentlemen, is to predict how the good doctor will respond. We will say, will he say stay, as in his illness, his symptoms aren't worth the trip to the ER? Or will the good doctor say go, as in you better get to the emergency room right away? So you guys are gonna help. Let's practice this quickly. We're gonna start with the medical questions, and just to make sure everybody is on the same page, meaning all of you folks understand what I'm gonna ask you to do, I'm gonna count down 3, 2, 1, and then all of you will say stay or go. And I, using my amazing ears, will determine which one of those responses had more power, more oomph. So if you really want your stay or your go to win, just yell like you're being attacked by a deer. Okay, so well, let's practice it. We'll try it one time where everybody in the whole audience, and I want you all together to say stay when I count you down. So you ready?
Yes.
You have no idea what I just said. It's gonna go badly. All right, so we're all gonna say stay, and I'm gonna count you down. 3, 2, 1.
Stay!
Good. And one madman said, go, just because you had to be that guy. All right, now I think we're finally ready to play. Should I stay or should I go? All right, our first potential patient, please. Yeah, sure, you can use my mic. Well, not with your stinky face. You've got some kind of, you've got the bubonic plague going on here. We'll give you this guy here, and I'll raise it up. Unless you want to squat.
That would work. You brought one my size.
You're looking good, doctor.
I was going to make a joke there. Y'all can think of your own joke. It's probably as good as what I was going to say.
And remember, he's not responsible for anything he says. What license he has. All right, our first potential patient, please.
Lately, especially late at night when I'm getting ready for bed, my heart starts pounding really loudly, thundering, you could call it. And then it changes suddenly, without warning, to a very faint rhythm, almost fluttery. It's been happening more and more frequently, and it's to the point where sometimes I think maybe I'm having a heart attack. Should I be concerned? If it gets worse, should I come to the ER?
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thundering, fluttery heart. Okay, should she go to the emergency room or should she stay home? So on the count of 3, you're making the call. 3, 2, 1. Go! Well, I'm hearing go all day long there, good doctor. I heard go. All right, we heard from the studio audience. Dr. Johnson, what say you, sir?
It depends. First, are you currently experiencing any symptoms? If the answer is yes, then probably go. If the answer is no, then probably not. But I want to know more. What is your age? Do you have any significant medical problems? Do you take any medications, including over-the-counter meds? If you are generally healthy and your symptoms are gone, then stay out of the freaking emergency room. It used to drive me crazy when people would show up and say, yeah, doc, I got this ache right here 3 days ago, but I feel fine now. What do you think it is? I'd be as likely to figure that out as to guess who gets more airtime tomorrow for the Super Bowl, Travis or Taylor. When we go to medical school, it's not like we get some magical ability to diagnose medical problems. It's not like we go to graduation and they say, hey, here's your degree and here's your magic stethoscope. If you do have significant medical problems, especially heart disease, or if you're an older person, then maybe you should go. Old is something different to me now that since I turned 65 about a week ago.
Well, happy birthday, yeah.
Actually, it was almost 2 weeks ago, I forgot. Old used to mean over 60, then over 65. More recently, I've been telling people old is 10 years older than I am. I'm not so sure about that anymore. There are a few ladies at pickleball who are in their upper 70s that make me look like I'm playing ping pong. There are a few over-the-counter products that could make your heart race like you described. If any of you in the audience want to experience heart racing like this, take an over-the-counter decongestant or two and follow it up with several Red Bulls.
That'll flutter the heart. All right. Well, thank you, doctor. So you say it really depends.
It really depends.
It really depends. Okay. So you equivocated, basically.
Yes.
So, but you
which is how I practiced for 35 years.
It's like every time I do this, it hurts. Well, don't do that anymore. Okay. Patient number 2.
This is kind of embarrassing, but lately I've had a bit of a problem with, I don't know what to call it exactly, but it involves the lower area, the colon, I guess. I have trouble with a buildup of gas, pressure, intense pressure, and sometimes when I try to release that pressure, I sometimes accidentally release a little bit of solid matter as well. But sometimes it isn't very solid. It's kind of loose. And the problem is my fiance got me a really nice one-piece race suit that I plan to wear tomorrow. It's a beautiful shade of purple, and I'm afraid if I experience that buildup of pressure, well, it won't look good on purple. So I'm wondering if I could come in and get a shot of industrial strength Imodium or something to prevent splattering on the trail.
Wow, that's downright traumatizing. A messy trail. Audience, what do you think? 3, 2, 1.
Stay!
Yeah, just go away from me. Go away from the trail. Well, good doctor. Have you ever gagged at a patient? Have you ever been at a patient, you look, examine it, it's kind of went, you have.
So, I was going to tell another joke there. I'm realizing I have to clean up my act for some of my jokes.
No, man.
Seriously, so, haven't you gone enough? No, seriously, I say stay. It sounds to me like the Dookie disaster is more of a laundry problem than an ER problem. I'm not Mr. Clean. I have no expertise on what to do with poopy purple pants. Maybe I could hook you up and your dungarees with some Tide Pods. That sounds like a bad case of prairie dogging. If you ski the race, I'm sure you won't win. At best, you're number 2. You're better off blowing up the bathroom than your drawers. Obviously, it's best to download your app in the porta potties on the trail. Regarding Imodium, the over-the-counter tabs are about as strong as they come. Load up on that before you load up your ski suit. By the way, if your fiance knows about your caca concerns and she's still planning to marry you, she's a keeper.
Yes, she is, even with the skid marks. All right. Thank you for that very elegant description and good advice, as always, from the good doctor. Third patient, please.
Hey. Whoa. I'm just gonna hold that, I guess. Hey, doc. I think I've got COVID. It started as like a scratchy sore throat, and now it's feeling more like a bad cold. I'm really stuffed up now, and I've got a low-grade fever that just won't go away. I'm still pretty young, 30-ish, and relatively healthy. I tested negative with a home testing kit, but it might be kind of old. I've heard that Paxlovid is a miracle drug. You know what they say in the ad. If it's COVID, Paxlovid. Can I come to the ER and get tested? Can you hook me? Can you hook me up with some Paxlovid?
Paxlovid. We hear a lot about that lately. I've heard all of the ads as well as you. Audience, what do you think? 3, 2, 1. Stay! Stay, doctor. They say stay. What say you?
By the way, I tested myself for COVID 3 times in the last few days, all negative. So I'm pretty sure I don't have it. Actually, though, I've had this for several days, so I don't think I'm contagious any. Excuse me, no.
Well done.
Should I stay or should I go? Find an urgent care somewhere and waste their time. It's soapbox time, folks, so buckle up. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I play one on TV. First of all, if you're young and have no medical problems, you don't need an ER, unless you're a man with a bad man cold. An ER visit is unnecessary. The ER is enough going on. They don't need your sorry tooka sitting in there sniffling all over the waiting room. Secondly, Paxlovid is good at preventing serious problems in folks over the age of 65 or with serious medical problems. If any of these were your concerns, by all means seek treatment. There is no good data that it helps healthy young people, but the good old FDA approved it, so Pfizer, knowing it had indication creep, would make tons of money for them by getting people to ask their doctors for this stupid drug by just having it advertised all the time. If you bother to watch the news these days, you know that every other advertisement on TV is for some drug. If you think about the purpose of advertising, which is to trick us into thinking we need to buy something that we really do not need, applying it to drugs is a little strange. Do they think we're going to head to the doctor to ask for the newest $1 million injectable weight loss drug? Of course they do. As I've said many times before, the main reason for advertising drugs is to get doctors to prescribe meds they're not dumb enough to prescribe in the first place. The awkward part about the thing about the way this works is that the person in control of it, the prescription, isn't the one paying for it with money and side effects. That phrase, though, if it's COVID, Paxlovid, what genius advertising hack came up with that? Whoever did, I'm sure is glad they quit their job doing late-night infomercials.
Here, here. Heard it from the master. I agree. Well, and what about the, give this man a round of applause. I'm with you, Doc. I'm with you. You know, I mean, to the point after which, if you're going to the doctor and asking for a drug, isn't that a little bit like going to your drug dealer and saying, I need some weed? I mean, after a point, if you're asking for a drug by name, they have no medical knowledge. They're just seeing a commercial, seeing somebody, skipping through a pasture or a meadow, and they're like, I really need some Zoloft.
Yeah, I think it's very different when you're going to your drug dealer asking for weed.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
But, of course.
Because that I don't disapprove of necessarily.
Yeah!
No, it's this advertising crap,
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I just get heated up about it. So
I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Well, what about your teeth, the health of your teeth? Now, raise your hand if you've been up past midnight. It seems like every other infomercial now is about, my teeth were all messed up. I missed 14 up front here and 6 in the back. I had failing or faulty teeth. And the next thing you know, you're going in and in 2 days for $50,000 to give you a whole new rack of teeth. How impactful are your teeth relative to your overall health, in a nutshell? I mean, if you've got a couple of cavities or you lose a tooth and it's not bugging you, do you need to do all that?
So I'm an MD, medical doctor. I know very little about teeth. I can count them. That's about it.
Okay. Well,
the dentist is over here.
Yeah. Ask Dr. Hoskins.
Yeah, well, doctor, real quick, are you going to plead the fifth? What do you think? Seriously, if your teeth are kind of failing a little bit,
The information on this program is not intended or implied to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment.
Just would your teeth impact your health, right?
Particularly if you have periodontal disease where there's a living flora of bacteria under the gum line. If your teeth are periodontally sound, then there's very little impact. But yes, there is a potential for it to affect your cardiovascular system in particular.
Thank you. I'm getting it fixed now. Thank you, Doctor. I appreciate that. That's great. Good insights. Good, bright people here in Mora. Thank you, Dr. Terry Johnson. Don't touch me, you stinky germ man. God bless you. Enjoy your retirement. You're a stud. We sure love your work. Thank you so much. Give it up for Dr. Terry Johnson and for your sage advice as well. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we saved something very special for the final act this evening. Please welcome to the Paradise stage the one, the only, And this gentleman is amazing. Classical guitarist extraordinaire, Samuel Hines, ladies and gentlemen. Samuel? Welcome. Good to see you again, Samuel. So nice. And you were finishing your doctorate last time I saw you. Are you done with that now? Are you in the
Still
dissertation?
finishing it.
Attaboy. Are you at the dissertation phase yet?
Yeah.
Attaboy. Well, if you need a reader, I don't read very well. But I will try if you can get it on audio tape.
Can you spell?
Oh, I can spell real good. Real good. Let's give it up for Samuel Hines, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to love this. Raise your hand if you've heard Samuel perform before. Okay, a few of you. Well, the rest of you get ready. You're going to have your socks knocked off. Even if you're not wearing socks, a toe will fall off or something. Samuel Hines, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Man, that is just unbelievably beautiful. It just takes you to a place, doesn't it? You just kind of feel your mind going beautiful places. How long you been playing, and what got you into the classical side of it, or did you start out with classical?
I had a very unique start out where I decided to teach myself classical guitar from a book. Maybe it was because I was homeschooled, but both of those were an advantage at that time, so I'm thankful for that.
No doubt. And did you like hear some particular artist that was, playing classical guitar and you just fell in love with it? I mean, so you self-taught, amazeballs, right? I mean, that's amazing to get a book and learn something. I still don't know exactly how to read traffic signals. So was there an artist that you kind of glommed onto? What was the genesis of this?
Christopher Parkening was a big hero of mine. And there's some others like John Williams and British guitarist Julian Bream, but mostly people you haven't heard of.
But you found them and you fell in love with it and got a book. That's amazing and self-taught. And now you're studying it like legit. Like, do you have a teacher that you work with in the university system for quite a stretch? How long? Give him a shout out because he might be here tonight or listening because we're broadcast all over the planet.
Yeah. So my biggest influence was my teacher in my master's degree, Rene Izquierdo from Cuba, and he reformed me.
Put a polish on the stuff you learned yourself.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, please play another one. And what was the name of that song, the one you played prior?
So the first one is my arrangement from a violin sonata, and that was an adagio by Bach. And this next one is a contemporary of Bach, Sylvius Leopold Weiss, and this is Passacaglia. It's kind of like a theme in variations.
Excellent. All right, Samuel. Beautiful. Take us there, man. Wow. Just exquisite. Just exquisite. Did you not get teleported a little bit? I got like little teleportation there. That was just spectacular. Are there many venues where classical guitarists are invited to play, and do they front with orchestras? I mean, give me a little bit of an idea how that looks. And like where we could see you live sometime, for example, if that's a thing.
Well, I'm currently booking, so if you'd like information, go to my website, samheinsguitar.com, and contact me.
Absolutely. It's just, yeah, I got chills and just so beautiful. Do you do anything in the socials, like on TikTok or anything, just out of curiosity?
I hate TikTok.
I know, but
I'm too old for that.
Oh, I'm on TikTok for crying out loud, and I'm 86 years old. No, I'm not on it, but I watch it. I watch Jacques Pepin, the cooking stuff, and there's some musical stuff, including some. I've seen classical guitarists on there that just groove for like an hour and a half, and they get like 7,000 people on there being teleported like we all were. But in any case, I'd just love to hear you, and I'd be thrilled if you'd play us another song.
Okay. I think we all need a little more sunshine, so this piece is called Sunburst. It's by an American guitarist called, his name is Andrew York. So Sunburst, and it's also known as Jubilation. And there's a special tuning. I had to retune the string, so I gotta check it. I gotta check all the strings. So 2 different strings had to be retuned for this, so it's a little bit of a pain.
And it's called again?
Sunburst or Jubilation.
Sunburst. All right, let's get our sunburst on. Thank you, Samuel. Samuel Hines, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, man.
I'd like to dedicate this performance to my son, Micah, who is 1 month old.
Great. Well, you have made a beautiful child and beautiful music. Micah will be transcended with your music. That was just beautiful. Man, so cool. Thank you. Samuel Hines, ladies and gentlemen. Another big round of applause for that guy. And happy birthday to Micah. All right,
Dr. Kwamba.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me for interrupting, but this just came in.
Oh, what could this be?
If somebody found it out in front of the theater, I don't know what it is.
Dear Dr. Kwamba, if you're reading this, then the carrier pigeon has arrived before I have. Gar. Your philosophy of getting off the grid has impacted me greatly. I am now completely off the grid. I'm currently on a dog sled pulled by huskies somewhere in Morrison County. Sorry if this is hard to really read. I used mud from the side of the trail to write this. I have no explanation for the purple paper. Have a great show in case I don't make it. Gaucho. P.S. Get what you can for the album. I'm raising money for a down payment on a yurt. All right, Gaucho Gar, be safe out there, man. Sorry you couldn't make it. Thanks for putting a pigeon through the ringer there for us. Gaucho. God, I love that guy. And his album is for sale. Only $79 a copy. All right, and again, thank you so much for all the wonderful, talented people on this stage, this band, Roger for putting it all together, all these fabulous people, the artists that performed. Samuel just touched my heart. It was a wonderful evening for me to spend with you guys. Always a pleasure to come to Mora. And remember, when you go off the grid or online, be kind. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You have been a most splendid audience. Good night, and take us out, Linda.
1, 2, 3.
A very special Vasa thank you to our sponsor, Welia Health, to the staff and board of the Paradise Theater, to our sound engineer, Tim Anderson, to Linda Parson and the Mora Second Inning Brass Group, to videographer Matt Utek, to digital feed transmission wizard John Larson, to writer Sally Larkin, Leighton Wilkening, Benedicta Janisch, and Harold Luber, and to all of you, our loyal and highly sophisticated audience, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Super Bowl. Gung Hei Fat Choi. Happy everything and good night.